Hi everybody, it's Diane. I am going to do two topics in this video. First, I hope it won't take too long, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this book. It's a great looking book. And then I want to do some work in my glue book. I did some last night. Just before I went to bed, I just had the urge to come in here and just do some really fast, no thinking, well, very little thinking, gluing. And it was so much fun, and I want to show you what I did. And I want to do some more to show you this little, I don't know what to call it. It's not a technique, it's just gluing. But anyway, let's start with this. I saw a video by Catherine from Sunnyside Journals. I remembered her name, or her channel name this time. And she likes to use what she calls word snippets. And I also have cut phrases and words out of books that we're discarding, and I just have them here and there in different places, and I don't use them a lot because I guess they're just a little too hard for me to remember and to find what I want. So I really liked this idea that she had. I've got words in here and I've got words in here, and these are ones I just cut out yesterday. So she took a large book, and it's just got a little spine because we're not putting pages in it, and I put these in here so it wouldn't close on itself because I've got tape. This was perfect timing because I had just removed all the pages from this book, and I'm saving some of them to make a teddy bear journal. And I would have just disposed of the cover because it's too big to make a journal with. But it's not too big for this project. In fact, it's about perfect because we need something a little bit big to have room for all of our word snippets. So just to make the inside of the spine look pretty, I cut this piece of fabric and just glued it down with Fabri-Tac, and I think that's what she did too. It looked like she just covered hers with fabric. So what she did was she put down some double-sided tape, and I've already done that, and I just used, now I don't know where I put it. It's not the red line, oh, it's this tape. It's kind of like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's just got the white liner on it. And I don't use it a lot, so I thought this was a good time to use it. And I just put down a double row 3 times on each cover. And now I'm going to just remove the liner. I did most of them because I struggle with this. Catherine said she actually enjoys this. I do not. Okay, so now I have all of this tape exposed. I'm not going to stick this to the tape because, you know, it would tear them. But I have to have them stick to something. And this is all Catherine's idea. I'm just doing what she did. So she took a wide washi tape that wasn't her favorite and put it down so that the sticky side was up because they're not extremely sticky. I don't have a lot of washies that I don't really like because I already destashed, but this one I could stand to use up. So I'm just going to lay this down with the sticky side up. Got a little bit of that double-sided tape exposed there. Don't want that because that's too sticky. Well, I guess I did use that all up. Hers might have been wider than mine. I don't have a lot of wide washi tape. I'm going to use this one because this one is a little wider. And the ones I do have I really like, so I don't want to use them for this. Well, this appears to need another row of double-sided tape, so I'm just going to use my tape runner. Oh, might have been too far out. Excuse me. Okay, now all I have to do is take my little word snippets that I've taken out of books, and I also have some printable ones, and just stick them on. And then when I want to use them, I can just carefully pull them out. This one can go across too. She simply could not go another inch. I thought that would be fun to use in something. Now, it's better to have the bigger print like those. Like children's books are great, but I like this. It says, "She's quite the jolliest girl I ever came across." That's from a vintage book. And even though the type is small. And this one says, "Do forgive me." "I am not going to allow it to conquer me. Let us lose no more valuable time." These are from one of the vintage books I just got at the flea market. "I really don't know how I am to do it." "I have made up my mind," she said. "I've had enough," she said. So you get the idea. This is one that says, "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." Guess which book I got that out of? So I'll just put this down here at the bottom. You get the idea. I don't have to keep working on this while you're watching. I just wanted you to see. So these are some printables that I got and printed and cut out. So they're all ready. Some of them are long also. So I will work on filling this up. So if I wanted to use one of these, I would just carefully lift it up and up it comes. If the sticky tape, if the washi tape starts to lose its sticky, I can just lay down another layer. That's what Catherine said too. So I will link her video. I don't want to take credit for this because this is completely Catherine, and I will link her video below, and I won't forget to do it this time. And I'm going to move on now to my glue book. Glue, glue, glue is what I want to do. So yesterday I just came in here, got out my book, and I got out my baskets. These aren't even sorted. Well, this basket isn't even sorted. It's just got all kinds of stuff I need. Some of it is for me to do other things with. A lot of it is for glue books. But I haven't sorted it yet. I had just been cutting things and throwing them in this basket until I get them sorted. So I didn't want to make a big mess and spread everything around. So what I decided to do was just have my basket sitting here, and I will just reach in and grab something and then glue it down. So I thought I would just go through and start with backgrounds. So I did that last night. Just glue stuff down on the backgrounds without really thinking about it. Grab something out of the basket, find a page to put it on, glue it down, grab something else. Oh, I didn't glue that down. I guess last night I was so excited I wanted to keep going, but I was tired of gluing. It was bedtime, so I just kind of stuck things on pages so I would remember where I wanted to put them. This was already a page that was already done, but I knew I would want to add more to it, so I decided to add that to it. So I did this one last night. I started with this strip of paper, and then I added this gorgeous piece. And this, I just loved the font of that, and it goes with this. It was from a magazine, Uppercase magazine, and it was an article about a guy who collects junk type. So this kind of typography. And I'm fascinated with it. I love it myself. It's vintage typography. So I love that. And then I added this down here. So a lot of these images that I just used last night are from the Uppercase magazine. Some are from Somerset magazines. But they're so bright and colorful and fun. So again, I did this, and I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. Probably not too much, maybe a little something up there. I found this piece and cut it out, and I had already done this whole page, but I added this piece up there. Then I just laid down this. I tore a strip off it and put some over here and glued this here and added this and added a few more pieces. And I added the peacock and then this. This one, I love these globes. These are from the Uppercase magazine, and I used pinking shears, and I cut that and then glued it onto the 2 pages, and I cut this piece off of this and kind of made it all spread out. And then I put this corner piece on and added some more pieces. I just pulled out of the basket, glued them down, and then I pulled her out, and I thought, well, that's perfect. So I cut her out better and glued her down, and I'll have to add something else here because I want to cover up that word there. This one isn't completely covered yet. I just added a couple pieces. I guess I was thinking about these, but I hadn't figured out the arrangement yet. So I'm going to start with this because I had pulled this out. I love that colorful rooster, and I love the way these blue dishes look with it, and they're so completely different. This is folk art type, modern, but it's folk art, and these are very classic, traditional things. So I'm going to glue them down. Don't know what I did with my large glue stick. Here it is. Stuck it under my basket. So I thought I would just kind of go through and glue big pieces down, and then maybe start going back and adding some smaller pieces on top. I really felt the need to just do some creative freedom type of stuff. I was feeling a little stifled, I think. I'm going to glue this here. I'm not sure if this perfume bottle is going to make it onto that page. So as I said, very little thinking, because I just want to grab and glue, but I do think a little bit about what the end product is going to look like, because I want to enjoy looking at it. So I can come back and add more to both of these pages, but for now I want to move this a little more out of my sight so I can't see so much what I'm grabbing. Just have to clear space. Just move it. I'm just going to reach in and grab something. Oops. A whole bunch more came with it. Okay. That's pretty. This came out of a Somerset Life magazine. And I love the colors, and I'm just going to glue it right there. This is a smaller page, and I had glued that on there last night. I think I am saving this to put into a vintage junk journal. Like I said, these things aren't sorted. This is going in a vintage junk journal too. It's a coupon. I'm looking for the expiration date. Hey, I don't think it has an expiration date. I should be able to use it today. So I don't know how old it is, but it's old. So these are going to be made into journaling tags and things like that in junk journals. Oh, there was another page I did too. In the Uppercase magazine, there was an article about an artist who does these kinds of postcard art things. And so I've got a bunch of them. But these four are places I've actually been: New York City, Niagara Falls, the Adirondack Mountains, and Alaska. So I just glued them on here, and I might add a little something at some point. Oh, this says this is where the fun stuff happens. I don't know if I want to put that there or not. Okay, I'm just going to grab something now. Oh, it's a big page. This is a Somerset Studio page. Obviously, it's someone's art journal, and there's smaller pieces I can use. So I have to choose which one I want to use. Obviously, I'd have to cut it down if I chose this. I do like this. I think I'm going to use this side, but I want to use, no, I want to use some of those black dots. And I'll still be able to use these or this portion. I wonder what I'll put on top of that. There's something stuck in back here. Oh. Alright. I'm going to go down deeper. Maybe get past all the art magazine stuff and pull some stuff out. Well, that's from an art magazine, but I like it. It says Dream. It fits perfectly right there. And I have this piece. Goes that way. Pretty, isn't it? I keep flipping back to make sure that what I grab doesn't need to be added. Most of these pages are pretty much done. There might be a little bit added to them, but since I'm doing big pieces right now, I don't think I'll be adding that to them, to the front pages. So I'll put that there, and then I'll have room to add some stuff. So I'll do a little bit more of the big stuff, and then we'll go back and try adding some of the smaller stuff. Like I have her sitting right here, and I like the color of it with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it right now. So this is a good way to get your glue book going. If you have a glue book, or you want to start a glue book and you're really not sure how to start, first of all, you have to have images to glue down. So if you haven't started collecting images, just start collecting out of books, magazines, whatever. And I have mine separated by size, except for that one big basket that's not sorted. I have them separated by different categories, but I try to go by size because sometimes I need something a certain size to fit somewhere. And then just start pulling stuff out and gluing stuff down on as backgrounds. And then you'll have your glue book started, and then as you find other things, you will find something that will look just right on that page. Like maybe that. I guess I'm already starting to add the little stuff. Because I'm just playing. Freely playing and not overthinking. Okay, now I have this. Let's see, there's a child's hand holding something. Almost kind of looks like a part of a honeycomb. And then there's this flower. I think I like the flower part. So I can add this on this side of the page. I have this apron. I love that. I just love these colors. The mint and the pink. That's kind of the colors of the strawberry journals that I just did. So I think I'm going to hold off on that and put that on top of whatever I put back there. So let's see. There's more mint and pink. But no, can't cover that up. This is unusual. I might want to cut her out and put her on top of something. So I'm going to go in my basket again and grab something. These pieces aren't so big. How about that? I like that. There's a frame there. Could have two faces. Cut a little bit off of the top of this, just so I don't cover up quite so much of that one. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down first. I'll leave those pieces on so I know right where to put it. At least these two pieces have to remain. Okay. And then this one. Now I don't usually do an arrangement like this when I'm just fast gluing, but because of the faces on these ladies, I wanted to make sure they were not going to be covered up when I completed the background. And I could, I just tore that. I could still add more to these pages if I so desire. guess I better put that piece on first. So I hope that you'll give this a try. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be worried about doing it wrong. Just open up your glue book and start gluing. I think I'll add that perfume bottle there. And sometimes you just have to not worry about covering up something that you like. I like that flower, but it's the background. And it does give a nice, soft, fluffy look to the background, even if I cover part of it up. And I'll probably add something to that page too eventually. Let's see, I pulled a bunch of stuff out of this basket. I better use them. Yesterday I was pulling out more backgroundy stuff like this. And these are backgrounds, but then I found little pieces to add. So if you have stuff separated into, these are all backgrounds, there's nothing on there that I want to feature, then you could just pull, grab one and glue. You know what I'm saying? Got this little strip here that came off of that. I do like pulling something from one page onto the opposing page. And I'm probably not done with that page yet either, but I have one layer down on it. Now I don't know how much I'll do to this page because I like all of this, but I really like the way this black and white flower looks on it, and I might not want to do anything else to it. It's my book, and I want to know that I can flip through it and enjoy the pages that I did. So you just do what you want. So this one I hope to come back to because I want to add some things to it, and this one. But let's just keep doing a couple more backgrounds. Do I have a background here? I have that and this. Now that's a cute way to do a phrase. She often does not know the way. She stands alone in front of me, waiting, sifting through memories, looking for the still point. Well, that's cool. It's kind of like poetry, one word at a time and stitched down. I like that. I may have cut that out as an inspiration piece, because like I said, I was just cutting and throwing them in the basket, and then I was going to sort them. So this may have been destined for my Somerset Inspiration folder. But it's going in here now. What will she do next? Oops, I'm going to put this one down first. You can use bits of scrapbook paper, especially if you want to do backgrounds. If you have scrapbook paper that you're not fond of, you bought a pad of paper and there are some pieces that you just never use, put them down, tear them up, put them down as your backgrounds, and then cover them. Cover them with fun stuff. So I'll come back and add something to that. I'm gonna go fishing for some background pieces. I think I got this for the perfume bottle. Here's a background piece. That is from Uppercase magazine. So I got Uppercase books, and I had done a video on that back when I got them because they were so cool and not cheap, I'll tell you. I splurged on them. But I was interested in what the magazine, knowing what the magazine was like, and their magazine is expensive too. But it doesn't have advertisements, I don't think. But I bought some back issues because they were cheaper. So I get to read the articles and then I get to cut them up. Now she is so big, this image is so big that it's practically a background. So I'm gonna find a background to put her on and then glue her down. She was a magazine cover, one of those nice thick ones. So it's a heavy piece and it's wallpaper, so I did that before. This one is a heavy piece on wallpaper and I had trouble getting her to stick, but she's sticking now, so we're going to go for this one. Seemed like every time I flipped through the book, part of her was sticking up. But she's doing good now. So, let's find a background for her. She's so dark and serious, and this is really bright and fun, so we're going to go with that. Sorry, Laura Dern, I'm going to put glue on your face. Maybe since I didn't glue that background paper down. Maybe since I'll be gluing her to background paper instead of the wallpaper, it will work better. Just have to make sure this part will stick to the wallpaper. The more things I can grab out of that basket and glue in this book, the fewer things I'll have to sort. Probably would have been better if I had cut out in there and here so you could see more of the bright. But I didn't think about that in time. Okay, I'm going to try to find one more background. Well, that's interesting. Let's put it on this green paper. First, I'll cut off the excess margin. I was thinking of centering the flower, but I think it'll be more interesting if I have it off to the side. And I might use this on a different page. That's about right. Okay, we've done some backgrounds. Now let's go back and see about adding some smaller pieces. You could do this, you know, go back and add some small pieces and then go back another time and add more. Yesterday I just glued her down. I didn't really like the image that was on that piece on this page, so I glued her down and then I added that. So I thought this page was done. Turns out it wasn't. And this page has, I like having white space on a page sometimes, but I might see something that just suits that page, so who knows. Oh, I think I was gonna add that yesterday. Take home more than just great memories. It's wallpaper. I don't know if that glue stick will work, but this one feels like it needs something else. I just don't know what yet. I did this page a while ago. Alright, so I'm going to grab, I've got all these pieces sitting here that I grabbed out of the basket, but I wanted them more on top. Let's go with this one. See if I have a place to put her. I like her with the peacock, I think. I'm going to cut her out and see how she looks. But I don't want to cover up any of that because I love it. Look at the little peacock feathers on her back. They're not peacock feathers, they're leaves, but they could be. They'll have little eyes at the top even, you know? So she is a peacock. Oh, those are words. I see the word hope right there. I thought they were just little squiggly lines for hair. Yeah, I like her there. He's looking at her like, are you trying to compete with me? Okay, How about this? What will she do next? I like that there. Not overthinking it. And it could be referring to her. Now I've got this and this that I wanted to try. They're not smaller, but I don't want to cover up too much of them. Maybe I have something that'll go on this page. I've got that map. That could be fun. Oh, I've got these little dolls. Maybe I'll just take one of these. If you can go to your library where they give away magazines, or go to the thrift stores where you can get magazines inexpensively, just look for some, kind of flip through them and see if they've got images that you like, either in the articles or the advertisements, or both. Because I know magazines aren't cheap. Ask your friends to save magazines for you. I like her. I don't want to cover up too much of the plaid. Too big. The trouble is, when you use backgrounds you really like, you don't want to cover them. But you have to. They're backgrounds. No, I don't want to. I need something little. Look at this one I cut out yesterday. I cut out all of that, and it's too wide. It was a model holding the purse with those really pretty gloves, so I cut out everything but the hands and the arms that are covered by glove. I left her elbow there and the purse, so I guess I can't even put it in sideways. I don't know what I'll do with that, but it's cool. So now I'm actually looking for a small piece to add. Oh, I've got my baskets here for the small pieces. So this is just a little white ball that's created with beads. I'm just fine-tuning the cutting of it. It was just rough cut. I cut my hair. Fan's blowing my hair into the scissors. So it kind of mimics the circles of the globes. Do I want her floating like that, or shall I set this down? No, I like her up here. Yep, she's gonna go just like that. Or she's gonna go floating away. Come back here. I'm going to look for something that I can add here to cover that word. Okay, that works. Maybe I could put a piece of it down here. Now I need something there. There's a whole envelope full of Trader Joe's stuff. Oop, got some more words here. I've already got words on that page. Yeah, that looks good. The colors all look nice together. Okay, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun watching. I'll have to stop pretty soon. Sorry if my squeaky chair is annoying you. It's kind of annoying me. I like the colors of her with the colors of that background. It's subdued and then it goes right back to being bright. think I can use this whole row of little dolls on that page. And then we'll probably have to review, just take a flip through of what we did and call it a day. They just fit there. How cute. Okay, got a lot done from last night and today. So this is a good way to just work quick. If you don't feel like thinking about it and you just need to do something mindlessly but creative, this is a really great way to do it, especially if you have a lot of things ready to be glued down. You just grab and glue. So these are all from previously. Like I said, I just glued those two pieces down yesterday. And I just added that. I think next time I'm going to try to do something to this page because all these pages make me happy, and then we come to that page and I'm like, eh. But I love this one. And I love this one. That's one of my favorites. This one's fun. I need to glue that down too. Okay, so I added this and I added that, and then a lot of this is new. This is a very colorful glue book. It's because I'm using so much out of Art Journaling Magazine and Somerset Studio. And Uppercase. Theirs are colorful also. And I could go back and add more to some of these pages, but this is what I have so far. Didn't do anything to this one, so that one's ready and waiting. And that's from before. Oh, I've got an envelope here. I forgot about that page. Like that one. These are all older ones I've done before.